Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Amma ba'd. Fa'udhu billahi min shaytanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. صدق الله العظيم. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala sayyidina wa nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wassalamu alayna wa ala ibadillahi salihin. Alhamdulillah, by the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wa jalla wa ala, all of you who have come here, they have come here for the pleasure of Allah and to benefit themselves in this dunya and also akhirah. Because a person lives a good life when their relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is peaceful, and also the relationship with the creation of Allah, the people, is also peaceful. So that is why the name of this Deen of Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose, Inna deena inda Allahi Islam, that the name of this Deen is Islam, mean peace. Meaning the person should be in peace with everything, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the creation of Allah, even animals, even plants, even with the environment, with oneself, with one spouse, with one neighbor, with everything. That's why in one hadith the Prophet ﷺ said the definition of Muslim, that man salimal Muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadi, and in another riwayat man saliman nas, that from whom all people are in peace, or Muslims especially are in peace from. That is in one context, but in actual fact what it means is that with everything, as I said, with the animal kingdom, with the plant kingdom, with the earthly life, with the water, with everything. Now, human beings in their own way, they try to seek benefit and extra powers in their own way, sometimes through their contacts. People want that they have contact with certain people who are powerful and who can help them when they are in need, with government officials. Some people have contacts with wrong people as well, gangsters. They think they are going to benefit from them in any way, and others. Why? Because they seek that they will be able to benefit. And some people, what they do, that they seek extraordinary power, supernatural powers in a way that they even resort to things like magic. So why people practice magic? Why they go to magicians? Why they go through hardship? Because back of their mind they think they will have some kind of power, some kind of supernatural power, and once they have that power, they can use that power to benefit themselves or harm others. So they even resort, although they know it is wrong, although they know it is not right, but they still actually go to learn magic, or they also go to magicians and amils and witch doctors to do ta'weez and spell on other people because they think they'll benefit. And some, they try to somehow connect with the unseen powers which they think they will benefit from, like, for example, jinnat. They think they are going to benefit from them, so they try to connect to them. They do things, they do certain amals, certain practices, certain exercises, certain sacrifices, sometimes sacrifice of an animal, or to the extent that sometimes they sacrifice things like human beings as well. Many cases it has happened, and many times it has happened, comes in the news, someone has sacrificed a human being to attain certain power. Some people have even sacrificed their own children, own daughters, that some magician or jinn, they want certain power. So these evil people, they try to connect with these people and this creation, and so that they are pleased and they can then benefit in their own way. And so much so in this world, because people have freedom to do whatever they like, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them freedom. Some people choose to worship devils, worship shayateen, and do devilish acts and shaitanic practices, and which are very, very evil, very wrong things, to please the devil, please shaitan, to please actually these demons, so that they can benefit. And you now and then you hear as well, or some people have done magic on the others. Some people are actually, that they are in contact with shayateen, in contact with jinnat, some other entities, and also with human beings as well. They do as well things like this. So this is all one category, keeping in contact with wrong people, like wrong, you may say, officials who they can bribe, who can do their, be it police officers, be it government officials, but they, so a person can take certain benefit. And as I said, then they move on to actually other things like magic and jinnat, and so much so shayateen and things. Now, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came, and he was rahmah and mercy for all believers, rahmatan lil alameen. He observed all these things, he knew what was happening as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him knowledge. So he taught of some other, actually you may say, alternatives, because Islam does not stop you from something, it gives you alternative, better alternative. Like it will say, okay, this food is poisonous, this is healthy food, have this. So if Islam has said don't worship idols because they are made of clay, don't worship devils, it has given alternative to that you worship the true God. There is a true God, there is a true Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Islam has said don't follow wrong people, wrong models, and wrong leaders, oppressors, and those leaders who are just actually filling in their own pockets and manipulating people, but it has said don't follow. But then it has given you the alternative, the prophets and Anbiya alayhimus salam, that these are the people to follow, or the righteous people. They should be your models. They are awliya Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wa jalla wa ala. And if it has forbid people to commit adultery, zina, it has given alternative nikah. If it has asked that don't steal from people, don't deal with usury, it has given hundreds ways to earn money and earn livelihood in a lawful way. So that's also there. And so this is the case. So now in this regard, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he forbade people, he stopped people going to magicians, learning magic, going to jinnat, seeking the protection of jinnat and shayateen, connecting with them, having a relationship with them, going to astrologers, palm readers, and all those people who think, okay, you wear this stone, it is a very lucky stone for you. Wear this ring, it will be very lucky for you. This green stone, this red stone, numerology, or this your name have so many numbers, and this number is lucky number, 7 is lucky for you, 8 is lucky for you, 9 is lucky for you, and things like this. So all these things actually people were doing from very, very long time, centuries ago. And the prophets, the people who were true lovers of humanity, who didn't want anything else, like Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam, the first person, Sayyidina Ibrahim, the Abraham, Sayyidina Hadrat, the Prophet Nuh, Prophet Noah, Prophet Moses alayhi salam, Prophet Jesus, and all these things, and the last one, Prophet Muhammad. Now these people lived simple life. They didn't build fortunes for themselves. They hardly, Prophet ﷺ said that we, the group of prophets, don't leave any property in the world. Imagine, which are these leaders who do this? Because when Prophet ***'s own daughters, his wives, Hazrat al-Mu'minin Sayyida Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu anha, he had blessed wives. They, after Prophet **** departed from this world, they asked Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Ya Amir al-Mu'minin, now you are representative of the Prophet ***, and we want share in the property of our husband, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The daughter also asked this. Then Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu anhu said that I heard from the Messenger of Allah that we, the group of Anbiya, we the assembly of prophets, la nuris, no one becomes our heir from the financial point of view, from money point of view. Whatever we leave is sadaqah, is charity. If we leave anything that is charity, first of all, they don't leave because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and same was other Anbiya, he would not go home if he had money with him in his pocket, in his possession. He would not go home unless he has spent it actually in charity and in the way of Allah. Once He had money and he gave few people, and still some was left, and it was evening, Isha time. He did not go home. He said to Sayyidina Bilal, I'm not going home today because we have money, and it does not befit me to actually spend night while I have money. So he spent that time in masjid, and then tomorrow he gave, and then. So I'm saying either we should follow these people or traditional and other leaders who are just want rulership, who just want glory, who just want money, who just want fame, who just want name, who just want actually office. They're not concerned. And the prophets, as I said, from Hazrat Adam alayhi salam to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they never left anything. Whatever they left, even it was little or more, it was charity. So these people, Anbiya alayhi salam, they said, they forbade people from devil worshipping, going to astrologer, palm reading, connecting with evil spirits meaning evil jinnat, connecting with devils, practicing magic, practicing voodoo craft, witchcraft, and all these things. So they forbade. But they also gave alternative then to people as well. A mutabadil, meaning an alternative, that what to do. Everyone likes to have very good friends, helpful friends. Everyone likes I should have friends who will help me, who will assist me. Everyone like supernatural intervention, that I get like a divine intervention. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they gave this guidance. That is why we are asked, when we become Muslim, when we actually embrace Islam or read the Iman-e Mufassil, the statement of belief, what we say, Amantu billahi, I believe in Allah, wa malaikatihi, and I believe in His angels. So I'm connected to Allah and I connect to the angels. But unfortunately, what we are doing, we only say that at that time when we become Muslim, we say we think about angels. And second time is when the angel of death, Sayyidina Israel, comes at the time of death. And we know there is an angel. But if this was the case, then what is the benefit then? Why Rasulullah said, believe in angels? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I read the verse of the Quran, Amana ar-Rasulu bima unzila ilayhi min rabbihi wal mu'minun. Kullun amana billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubi. After Allah even mentioning the Anbiya and Prophets, even before that Allah mentions these angels, because they are representatives of Allah. They are the army of Allah. They are the sinless, super powerful creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and in the Quran it's been taught how you can connect to these beings of light, these guardians angels, these guiding angels, these protection giver angels, these helpers, these supernatural beings, how to connect to them, how to be with them, how to get their help, how to get their prayers, how they can intervene and be with you all the time or whenever you are in difficulty. Even they will help you at the time of death, even how they can help you. Even other people can only help you in this dunya. Angels can help you with the permission of Allah in even the grave, in the other world, in the other life which we go to. And even no one, other people except Anbiya and Awliya, who Allah gives permission, will be able to help you on the day of judgment. Not any king, no other power. Angels will be able to help you even there as well, on the bridge of Sirat as well. So they are such beings. But unfortunately, we have not tapped into this power. We are doing voodoo and this witchcraft and jinnat and amaliyat and tawizat and all these things. And what straightforwardly Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told, that these are beings of light, made of light, their food is light, they are sinless, they are entities Allah created, and Allah honored them, kiraman katibin, that they are honorable creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they can be with you, they can protect you from harms, they can protect you from other evil, they can bring the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla wala, and but we do not benefit, unfortunately. But we want to, you're asking dua from me, you say, oh, some person, the one person is very, very lucky, oh, he has luck. There is no luck or unluck. It is all actually happening. There's a reason behind it. We say someone is lucky when we do not understand the reason. We say it is, oh, he is very lucky. When we understand the reason, we mention the reason. When we don't understand, we don't know, we say it is luck. There's nothing like luck or unluck. It is all by will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And sometimes we cannot see what's happening, but it is the unseen. Maybe shayateen and jinnat and magic is doing, maybe angels, the lucky one, the luck comes from angels, the rahmah, the angels of mercy, malaika rahmah, the angels of mercy. So as I mentioned, that when a person becomes Muslim, what you believe? Amantu billah, I believe in Allah, I believe in angels. Believing in angels meaning now you should connect with angels. You should learn how to be with them. How lucky is that person, you may say. That is luck, to be with good people, be with beings of light, who can take you out of darkness into actually light, who can help you, who can inspire you, who can put good things in your heart, knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration as such actually. Firstly, because the Prophet ﷺ was the last prophet before Rasulullah ﷺ, until him it was the angel who used to bring wahi sometimes. Sometimes Allah will reveal directly to a prophet, and most of the time the angels will bring. So angels even angels even help the Anbiya in a way. For example, Sahaba Ikram said Jibreel alayhi salam was a great protector, friend of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hazrat Mikail, they said in a hadith, it comes in the battle of Badr, we will see such angels, Jibreel, that who was protecting Rasulullah, who was protecting other Sahaba Ikram, and they descended in thousands to help the believers. But the sad thing is, we have contact in our, police contact is there, fire doctors contact is there, we have friends, we have problem, we have emergency going to doctors and other things. But all this creation, powerful creation, we've never learned their phone number, never learned how to connect to them, and then because of that we suffer as well. So that is why in this short series, which I have actually now, this is the first one, actually lecture on that, I will be covering, telling you and informing you and myself in the light of Quran and Hadith, that what you can do, which practices you can do, and you can immediately connect with such supreme beings, angels, beings of light, and then you will see mercy, you will see tranquility, you can see light, because they all, whatever they do is under the command of Allah. And Allah has revealed on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam how to actually connect to them, how to connect them, how to befriend them, how they can become your friend. So now I will be just giving you some examples from Quran and from a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So for example, one, we know that the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam mentioned in one hadith about malaika, about angels. He said any person, now this is an example I'm giving, in a hadith is mentioned, any person before he leaves his house, before she leaves his house, home, you are going to work, you are going to business, you are going out, you are going for picnic, whatever you are going for in a court case, whatever. He said that any person before leaving the house, he corrects his intention. Now this is something inside the person, only Allah knows, or the angels will understand what you have done. No one else actually can read mind, etc. So before, let's say I am going out of the house, before leaving my house, I should correct my intention. Intention means that what I am going for out, why I am going out. So I should make it good that I am going out to benefit myself, benefit others, or work so that I can earn to help someone, or to just for actually a walk so that I can have good health. Meaning, Prophet ﷺ said that anyone who before leaving his house, leaving his place, he makes a good intention that I'm going for a positive purpose, for a good purpose. He said that as soon as this person steps out of the house, an angel descends there. Angel is there standing with a banner, like a big banner, like umbrella or a banner, which we say. And that angel, powerful angel, accompanies that person to the marketplace, to the office place, to his workplace, to his appointment, wherever. And during his journey, he protects him from many evil shaitanic influences, which he can't see, but the angel can see. So the angel, that one angel, that farishta, that malak angel that stays with him, helps him extra, prays for him. If he is having a meeting, let's say interview with someone, or he can inspire, like shaitan can put bad thoughts in people's mind, the angels can put good thoughts in people's mind. So he will inspire people who you are having meeting with at your work colleague and others, that good thoughts about you, good thoughts about actually what the task is, etc., etc. So that person will be traveling in light and having an extraordinary help, a miraculous type of help with him, success with him. Now, our people are learning from many non-Muslims. I am not meaning criticizing in that way, but I am saying that they learn. For example, they say, oh, I am learning law of attraction. Law of attraction is, if I think good, all good is going to come to me. And that is good thing. But who will give you that goodness? The other things, they don't have power. They say universe will give you. So instead of saying Allah will give you, they attribute to something like universe will give you. Still, that's not an entity known as such actually. So, but remember, even though no matter how much you want, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want to give you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the angels do not want to give you, you still not, no matter you learn law of attraction or not. Has anyone learned this something and now, up to now, they have lived forever in a way, or in actual fact, or have saved themselves from all harms? No, this is because ultimately Allah Azza wa Jal subhanahu wa ta'ala is in control. So instead of learning law of attraction, this spell, this thing, this technique, why not actually tap into this power which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said that there is a supernatural intervention in the person. So here is one example in hadith Prophet Islam gave, that whenever you leave your home, stop for few seconds and think why I am going. I am going out. I am going to a destructive reason or constructive, a positive thing, negative thing, doing something good or bad. Don't just go uselessly or to do harmful things or to do evil things, but you rephrase, you actually refresh and change your intention to do something good. If you're going to work, I'm earning life, that is a good intention. If you're going to meet the family, okay, good as well. If you're taking out some family, that is good. If you are going to help and be with someone, that is good. So you can make any good intention and you will find you have an interview. So instead of saying, oh, I am doing dua, asking me to dua, why not get that angel with you who goes to you with an interview on your job, in the doctor, there, wherever actually. So a person will see a kind of blessings, a kind of mercy, a kind of rahmah and blessing in his life who keep on doing this. You don't have to read anything, you are just doing a good intention. But rather opposite to this, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, a person who leaves his house and he has a bad intention, bad niyat, bad plan, a plan to harm someone, a plan to do evil, plan to do sin, to do crime, to do something negative, to do something destructive. He said, as soon as this person steps out, the angel do not accompany him. Instead of when the angel goes, a devil, a shaitan, an evil entity, a demon is standing for you. And that demon with a banner also waiting, it stays with you, puts evil in you wherever you go, also tries to harm you in one way or the other. So the person will come back actually, not in a successful, not in light, but in depression, in actually other things, etc., etc. So this is one thing, for example, which you can connect with the malaika. So you don't have to call them by name, because Allah Azza wa Jal subhanahu wa ta'ala is the actual helper, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are such acts which actually angels are attracted to these acts, so they come for that. Another one, Imam Muslim in his book of hadith, he narrates in his Sahih from Sayyidina Abu Huraira radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He said, a person visited a brother of his in another town. Let's say from you go from here, from this town to Copenhagen, this town to Eastside, this town to another town. So a man was going to actually another city, another town. Allah assigned an angel to guard him on his way. Why this happened? I will tell you after. So Allah assigned an angel to be with that person during that journey. When he came to him, the angel came and spoke to him. Where are you going? He said, I am going to visit a brother of mine in the town. So angel came in human form. He did not know, hey, this is an angel. So that the angel says, where are you going? He says that actually, I am going to visit brother. So this hadith is also an evidence that other than the prophets, anyone from the ummah, the ummatis, they can also see angels. They can also see angels, they can communicate. But obviously that communication is different nature. The prophets' communication with malaika, the wahi was religious, but the prophets also had other type of interaction with angels. But that type of interaction, wahi, as I said, ended upon the Prophet ﷺ, and now there is not going to be any prophet, new revelation told. That's closed. But angels do come. Angels do communicate. Angels still actually are with us. Other angels of mercy. This is one of the angels. So this hadith is self-evident that this man is not a prophet, but he is seeing even an angel. Not seeing, but he is communicating. So this means you can see as well. If Allah wants to show you, you can see. You can. So he said, oh, why are you going? He said, I am going to visit a brother of mine in that town. He said, do you have any business together, property with him that you want to check on? etc. Any affair, you're going for business, you're going to get money from him, or what's the reason? He said, no, it is only that I love him for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That I love him for the sake of Allah, that he is a believer, and I love for the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's a good person. He said, the angel said, well, I am sent by Allah, I am an angel. I am sent by Allah with you, and I am an angel to tell you that Allah loves you as you love this your brother for his sake. Because you love that person for Allah, Allah also loves you for this reason. So this means that actually what has happened here now, that this is another amal, another practice where you can be connected to angel. Instead of sitting home doing nothing or doing something evil, one goes to visit his relatives, his friends, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We go for our sake. We go for our own self. Oh, I'm going there, I'm going for this, I'm going for this. There are reasons to go, worldly reasons, but not purely for that person, meaning for Allah's sake, for that person, because for the sake of Allah. You are going to go and visit a relative for no other reason, only because actually for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So once you practice that, and as soon as you go, angel accompany you, angel only, not on the angel pray for they, even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you. Allah azza wa jalla loves you. Because you are loving other creation, other fellow human being for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sake. So now how good this practice is. Instead of going in doing witchcraft, actually they give you funny things, go and sacrifice, this animal, or go and sit in a graveyard in the middle of night, actually read this hocus pocus, for 1 hour, 2 hours, etc., sitting in a grave or going into jungle, practicing blood, sacrificing animals, birds, meaning weird things instead of it. And then, after all, being connected, if you do, with the evil entities, with the demonic things. This is, the acts are good, and you are being connected with malaika, with angels, with farishte, malaika, the heavenly creation made of light. So this is an act as well. So a person should go to visit, when a person have time, visit his relatives, and even those people who are not his relatives, but there is a relationship for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just for that reason. We always actually sometimes go to people for other reasons, but you go for this reason. So this person have a positive mind. As someone said, that if you want to be happy, if you want to be pleased in your life, with other things, one thing which you should do is not to pay attention to people who are jealous, or people who criticize you, or people who are negative speakers, negative thinkers, if you pay attention to them, you will draw negative energy as well. But if you visit people for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one should not be bothered who is jealous, because people will never be happy with you. If you are not working, they are not happy that you are not doing. If you are working, they will say your work is so good. If you are quiet, why are you so quiet? If you talk, why is this person talking too much? If you actually sleep too, they are saying you are sleeping, etc., awake. If you are doing, meaning you cannot actually make people happy. You cannot live your life that. If you just focus on the positive beings, like I'm saying angels, and do things for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, and just actually shut down the channel on which criticizers, negative, give people who give you comments, people who are jealous with you, people who find fault in you, who criticize you. One should not be bothered about it, because to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because in his time some people were acting like this, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, anil jahilin, that just avoid, just ignore these people who do not know, because they don't know. That's why actually they're doing these things, actually funny thing. Anyway, okay, now this is 2 acts, mashallah, you have learned, which you can use when you go home. Next time you leave, remember this few seconds, stop, and then make your intention good, and then go out. Secondly, sometimes go out and visit your friends, your brothers, your relatives, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thirdly, now another act in which through which you can connect to angels and also get the prayers of angels. The prayers, the du'as of angels. Imagine an angel praying for you. How actually blessed is that? So again, Imam Muslim narrates a hadith through Sayyidina Abu Darda radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He says that the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam said, a supplication, when you do dua for your Muslim brother or sister in their absence, when they're not there. Let's say I'm doing dua for you at night time when you are not there, at Zohar time when you are not there. You are doing dua for your mother, your brother, anyone who is not there, in absence. That person is not there, secretly you in your own way, you are alone, and you are doing dua for your brother, your cousin, your relative, other human being, or anyone you are praying for them. A supplication which a Muslim man makes secretly, meaning in absence of his brother, is, Prophet ﷺ said, is accepted, is more accepted. And at his head, there is a guardian angel. There is an angel. Because of this act, whenever he makes dua, whenever he pray, whenever he makes dua for good for this brother, the angel who guards him says, Ameen, and the same for you. So he says that whatever dua, whatever supplicated, the prayers you have made for your brother, sister, others, the angel said, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the same as well. Same to you as well. He said, Ameen, on your this dua, and the angel said, I also say that Allah blesses you. So you saying, Ya Allah, give this brother health. Ya Allah, give this brother a good work. Give him good pious children. Give him a good spouse. The angel says same thing. Ya, oh Allah, give him this, give him this. Maybe your dua is accepted or not, but the angel's dua is not going to be missed. So this shows that people who think good, who do good, and for others, they want goodness, they are actually seeking goodness for themselves. And those who are jealous, who say, oh, he should not be having this, oh, he should not be having this, he should not have this. These people are not liked by angels. Our topic is how to connect to angels, but there are certain acts which Rasulullah ﷺ mentioned, they disconnect you from angels. They rather bring the curse of angels. Inshallah, we are going to cover them as well in this series and towards the end. That those which brings curse on you and disconnection from such blessed being. So all the blessings from your life actually goes away. Anyway, so we'll continue this. There are certain other acts and they are doable, practical steps. Tomorrow you go, you can practice. And you can see benefits that your life will be different than before because you will be having. So these are only 3, but at least I'm going to inshallah share with you about from Quran and Hadith about 20. So that you will say your life, alhamdulillah, become blessed. You are friend of angels. And angels are your friend, and mashallah, actually, what a blessed life a person can. That was one of the reasons why we are commanded to believe in angels. Otherwise, what we have to do with angels, and angels have to do with us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not ask us to do things which don't have benefit, to believe something which does not have benefit for us. But we are not taking the benefit. We are not taking the benefit. It's like a person who comes to Denmark and he has certain rights. For example, he is unemployed, he can get benefit. He doesn't have a house, he can get access. He doesn't have money, he can go to hospital. But this person never registers. He never registers for these services legally. So he's not connected to these services. Although he's there, they are available for him. But because he's not properly going through the proper channels, he's deprived, he's dying with hunger, he's dying with disease, and etc. Suffering alone, although he could benefit from all the system. So like the government have system, Allah's government also have system. And angels are integral part of that system. Or that system which benefits. Or if Allah wants to harm, He harms through angels. The Quran tells. If He benefits through the malaika. If He wills directly as well, but from the Quran and Hadith. Anyway, I'll end it here now. You can have a summary in actually Danish as well, and also ask any question so that we may have a short majlis of dhikr before Maghrib as well. Jazakumullah khairan jazaa. Astaghfirullah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Jeg skal forsøge at komme med et kort resumé af det, der er blevet talt om. Chefis, de indledte med at fortælle lidt om, at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, han har skabt os, og mennesket hele tiden ønsker fred og succes med sig selv. Og måden man gør, og han får det på, det er, at han har en god relation. En god relation med Allah, og har en god relation med Allahs skabninger. Og hvis han gør det, så har han succes, og han har fred med sig selv. Og de fortalte også lidt om, at ordet islam betyder at have fred. Altså en mu'min, en muslim, han er en, der beror i sig selv, og han er fred for sig selv og alle omkring sig. Det vil sige hans familie, hans naboer, dyr, miljøet, samfundet. Han er fred for sine omgivelser. Og så snakkede de lidt om, at nu om dagen man hører om mange mennesker, som begynder at opnå noget magt og nogle egenskaber igennem forskellige kanaler. Nogle gør det igennem mennesker, at de vil gerne opnå noget indflydelse. Nogle gør det igennem noget hekseri, og nogle gør det igennem forskellige kanaler for at opnå noget magt, så de kan få noget indflydelse. Og Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala og vores religion islam giver os alternativer til, at vi også kan få hjælp, og vi også kan få succes, og vi også kan få nogle kanaler og nogle værktøjer. Og det gør Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala igennem engle. Og de fortalte, at den første, efter man har lavet shahada, så skal man bevidne, at man bevidner, at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, han er vores skaber. Og så bevidner man, at man også tror på engle. Og de siger, at det er ærgerligt, at nu om dagen, at man læser det, når man accepterer islam, og man siger, at man tror på Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, men man glemmer, at man tror på engle, men at englene også kan bruges til, at de kan faktisk hjælpe os. Og der kom de så ind på, hvordan kan vi knytte en bånd til englene igennem de eksempler, som Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala han har givet i Koran og Hadith. Og de talte også lidt om, at i islam er der ikke noget, der hedder held eller uheld. Alt sker med Allahs vilje. Og de fortalte lidt om, at englene, vi har hørt om, at de også har hjulpet profeterne. Og de nævnte et eksempel af krigen Badr, hvor Jibril a.s. at de hjalp, og de beskyttede profeten a.s. Og de nævnte to hadith, hvor at Abu Hurairah, den første, han beretter fra profeten a.s., at hvor profeten a.s. de siger, at den person, der går ud om morgenen hjemmefra og har en positiv intention, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, han giver ham en engel, som beskytter ham, og som inspirerer ham, og som hjælper ham, fordi at han har den her gode intention. Og det aktiverer, at der er en engel, der inspirerer ham og beskytter ham. Og der sker det modsatte, hvis man har en forkert intention. Og så nævnte de en anden hadith, hvor de sagde, at hvis man besøger hinanden, og hvis man besøger en bror for Allahs skyld, så vil Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala også beskytte en og hjælpe en, hvis man gør det for Allahs skyld. Og Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala vil give ham den engel, som vil være sammen med en, og som vil faktisk lave den samme dua for en, som man vil gøre for sin bror. Hvis man ønsker ham det gode, så vil den her engel lave den samme dua for en. Så hvis ens dua ikke bliver accepteret, men den her engels dua vil i hvert fald blive accepteret på ens egen vegne. Og de afsluttede med at sige også, at hvis man ikke skal gå for meget op i, hvad folk tænker om en, når man udfører de her gode handlinger. Og man skal fokusere på, hvad der er det positive. Og de nævnte det, som Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, de sagde til profeten at de skal undgå, og de skal glemme de her uvidende mennesker, som snakker, og som når man udfører en god handling. Og de nævnte også en sidste ting, at det er, at når man også laver en dua, så laver en god dua for sin muslimske bror eller søster, så er der faktisk også en engel, der deltager i den dua og laver den samme dua for en. At Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, han skal acceptere det samme, som man beder om. Så det var et kort resumé, inshallah. Så hvis der er nogen, der har nogle spørgsmål helt specifikt til emnet, så må de gerne række fingrene op. Der er et spørgsmål derovre nede. Ja, får lige den der.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I have a question. It's not relevant to this topic, but I have another two questions which I'd like to ask, if it's okay to ask.
Yes, please do.
I have question number one, which is from me in a way. At the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we used to pay zakat, which was 2.5% after the year which we earned and what we had. And the time is gone, and now we are going forward, and now we're living in Denmark. And according to Quran says wherever you live, you have to follow that rules and regulations. And compared to that, if you take that way, that my question is, if we look at today, we paying the tax before even we get our wages, and in Islam we pay tax after what we have earning or saved. So I'm a little bit confused. Even though I'm paying the zakat, I'm a bit confused, which is but when we pay the tax before we even get our money, so do we eligible to pay the tax as well?
Right. You see, in Islam, there are no taxes as such, actually, from the government as such. So the zakat is only on savings, when once you have savings, and whole year passes on that saving. So let's say you earn 2 million krona now, there's no zakat. What will be after 1 year, how much you have left and how much you have in your possession. So zakat will be on that actually. Now here what you are saying in Denmark, every country, for example in UK, they have their own system of tax, that how to run the government and expenses and things. Islam has its own system. As I said, now it is 30, here it is, let's say 50%, 40% tax. In Islam it is not so that 2.5, that's not a tax as well. Even that is actually, you may say that for your own benefit and for your purification of your wealth and to train you and to purify your wealth, it is for that. In addition to that, Islam has given recommendations and targheeb and encouragement to help the poor and the needy as much as one can, but that is an optional type thing. For the mandatory, actually it is this one. And this is, no matter there is no Islamic government, still zakat is first, because it is on your wealth. If it is, there is a government, then you give to them so they can distribute it better and do actually this. So this is, it is nothing to do with the with the tax. People can give tax as much as the country says, and they do. But the question of zakat does not come, because this is only you give when you have saving. If after tax you don't have saving, let's say you give tax and now you earn, you pay your rent, you pay your grocery, and at the end of the month there's not much saving, and at the end of the year you don't have anything, so then there's no zakat on you. Yeah, inshallah. But if there's any further clarification, elaboration, you can also ask one-to-one, inshallah, after the majlis as well.
Inshallah. There's a last question,
Yes.
which is not from me, but it's from somebody else.
Yes.
Which is, there's one family and they have a child, and child is grown up, and he got in love with a Hindu girl. And after explaining the child every way, every end of the corner you went through to explain the child, this is wrong, bring that girl into that Islam, and you can get married. Anyhow, they got married, and actually they cut off that family because it's out of the way of Islam, which you can't get married with at least Hindu or some kind of a religion. And now the 15 years are gone, and we are still cut off, or they are still cut off with that family. And but there are some people still, they are thinking we have to give them more time to adjust, and they come back to that Islam again. But I thought, which the person, he cannot come back after 15 years, and he got his own family, he got his own children, and the woman, she runs the house, and there are statues in the house, and they have everything the way the Hinduism, they wanted it. Do we still have to teach them what Islam says, or because there are some limits where Allah says they cannot be, and they punish them? And as a human, we still carry on teaching them, or we should stay away from them?
See, this is another difficult matter in the sense that Islam already allowed for Muslim men to marry like Christian women. They might keep a statue of Jesus, or they might go to church and things, and similarly Jewish women. So that's already because they are the people of the book. So the husband maybe have to take his wife to church himself, because he have to drive her to church, etc. if she says so, or she goes on a Sunday worship, or in like a Jewish worship. That is her personal thing, which actually she does. It is Islam, what has given is freedom, in the sense that a person will be taught that this is the right way, this is the wrong way, this is the beliefs of Islam, and this is the belief of others. Now Islam then leaves that decision to that person, but Allah Azza wa Jal makes that person that you are the decision maker and you are responsible for your choice now. We don't have any right to force anyone or to actually harm anyone, only to explain in the best possible way what is right and wrong. Now this person are married a Hindu, so what they are doing is, it is a sinful act, like someone drinks alcohol, someone speaks lies, someone backbites, it's a sin. So if a person is doing sin, we should not hate the sinner, but hate the actually sin. So there is no reason why they should cut off with these people actually, because I or them, they might do even more sins actually than them, what they are doing. Like Prophet Islam said, al-ghibatu ashaddu min az-zina, that the ghibat, speaking bad about others behind their back, is even worse sin than zina from some dimension. So if a person who is drinking alcohol, doing, I don't know, he might become a wali actually after 1 month or whatever, and so I have no right for that, nor actually right to hate. We are not allowed to hate people because of sin, because of bad acts. We should actually hate the act, not. So in this glass, if the water is there, okay, then if there's something filthy, it doesn't mean that I hate the glass. Okay, the water, it can be clean, it can be pure as well. People have coronavirus, people have cancer. It doesn't mean we hate those people, etc., etc. We hate what they are, the disease, or you may say we don't like. So in these people, meaning they should keep relationship and also share, because they already must know about Islam. If not, then they can explain. But there's no reason to cut off from them actually. What they're doing is wrong. They should not cut off, rather they should keep relationship with them. The thing is that what they do not understand, if you look at the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after Nuh alayhi salam and Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and Hazrat Ismail and the Prophet alayhi salam, who did Allah send the prophets to? अल्लाह ने अम्बिया अलैहिस्सलाम को किन लोगों की तरफ भेजा? वो जो पहले मुशरिक थे, those who were already cut away from Allah, and Allah didn't say they okay, you cut away, where we cut away from them, but rather they are running away from Allah, and Allah is sending messengers to bring them back. So this idea of cutting off relationship actually is not good, but rather we should connect actually with them and also advise them and give them good counsel, show them good morals. Okay, they are doing something wrong, that is between them and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we can explain to them, but it doesn't give me any right to actually force them or condemn them actually, because as I said, people do good things as well, they do bad things as well. For some people's good things, bad things are obvious, others people's bad things might be hidden and they might be much worse. So yeah.
One small question from this part.
Yes.
That, say for example, we can say, okay, you know, we teach you for the years and years, but there should be some limit where you can stop and say, you know, this person cannot come back, number one. Number two, if say for example, I'm taking on me, for example, I have 4 children, I have 3 daughters, 1 son. And when I keep touching with that guy who's doing the shirk, and my children will think, yeah, man, you know, it's okay, my dad is meeting him, he's very good with him, and it's okay in the way my dad, in the end, he will agree with what I did wrong. It's okay. But that means if we don't teach them what is wrong or right, and my children, they're gonna take the same path.
Yes, you know, the one is loving, as I said, the evil. One is actually hating the people. What I am saying that we should not actually hate people, cut off relationship because actually, because I am, my children will go. You are here, you are living in a non-Muslim society. Are you not good with your neighbors? And let me, for example, ask you a question. Then the Danish people, non-Muslim people are living with you, where you work, you drive a taxi. Doesn't that philosophy comes that then there, that oh, my children will say my father is good with my Danish neighbor, he drives a taxi, the customers who sit in, he's good with the shop he works in, he's good with the people in the factory he works in, he is good with the people of market, he says hello, hi, so they might become a disbeliever. This is not the right logic. So actually, for this reason, a person should not, everyone has good conscious decision. Yes, right and wrong can be explained, but as I'm saying that we are not allowed to cut away relationship at all. That is a wrong idea. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam forbade that we should cut relationship just because of someone is doing something wrong. As I said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent all the Anbiya to people after Nuh alayhi salam who were committing shirk. Yeah, they are doing. So this idea which some people have, okay, I will cut so my children do not actually also go toward, they will not go towards that way. Because of that, they will go with their own conscience. As I said, that you are living here, we are good with people. That doesn't send a message to them that we should adopt their faith or we should become Christian, we should become Hindu. Prophet Islam was very good with the people who were living, his neighbors were non-Muslim, the Christians were living there, Mushrikeens were living there, and he had the best relationship with them. So that is separate matter. That is also shows that our father is actually, that he is, and you should explain that he hates bad things, he hates evil, he hates sins, but he doesn't hate people, and with love and compassion people have. So ye cheez hai, this is. And some people do this, but then actually that have a detrimental relationship actually on them and also sometime on the family as well. سمجھ آ گئی ہوگی آپ کو. میں وہ آپ نے جو مثال دے رہے ہیں نا بھائی ہم ان کے ساتھ تعلقات قطع کر دیں تاکہ ہمارے بچے بھی اس طرز پر نہ چلے جائیں, یہ سمجھیں گے بھائی ابو ان کے ساتھ وہ ہندو کے ساتھ شادی تو ہم بھی ہندو کے ساتھ کر لیں تو یہ ہمارے ساتھ ایسا ہی رہیں گے. تو یہ جو ریزن ہے یہ ٹھیک نہیں. بھائی اس وجہ سے نہیں تعلق ختم کرنے چاہیے, کیونکہ جیسا میں کہہ رہا ہوں ہم عیسائیوں کے ساتھ رہتے ہیں, غیر مسلموں کے ساتھ رہتے ہیں, کھاتے پیتے ہیں, کام کرتے ہیں, مطلب ہے کہ ہمارے پڑوسی بھی ہم اچھے طریقے سے پیش آتے ہیں. تو اس میں کبھی بھی یہ میسج نہیں جاتا کہ اب وہ بھی غیر مسلم بن جائیں گے تو ہم جو, اس لیے ہم ہر ایک کے ساتھ جو ہے, ہر برے بندے کے ساتھ, ہر کافر کے ساتھ ہم برا سلوک کریں تاکہ یہ کہیں نہ کافر ہو جائیں ہمارے بچے. تو یہ طریقہ نہیں, بلکہ ان کی تربیت علیحدہ, اچھائی برائی یہ ہے. اور ان کے ساتھ ہاں یہ ہے کہ کئی لوگوں کے ساتھ آپ کا گلنا ملنا, روز آنا جانا, روز آپ ان کی دعوت کر رہے ہیں, وہ آپ کے پاس آ رہے ہیں, ایسا نہ رکھیں کہ بہت زیادہ آپ محبت کر رہے ہیں بھئی ان کے ساتھ, لیکن بالکل قطع تعلقی کرنا وہ درست نہیں ہے. بس اسلام دعا کی حد تک, یا ویسے چلو کہیں مل گئے بس اپنا ٹھیک ہے, سمجھانے کا ایک سوشل تعلق. جو قریبی سرکل ہے آپ کا, جو قریبی فرینڈ شپ سرکل ہے, وہ اچھے لوگوں کے ساتھ ہی ہونا چاہیے تاکہ بچوں کو گھر والوں کو پتہ چلے کہ بھئی ان کا جو کلوز جو اپنا سرکل ہے, اٹھنا بیٹھنا ہے, یہ ہے یہ. تو باقی جانوروں کے بھی حقوق ہیں, انسانوں کے بھی حقوق ہیں, وہ یعنی تلف نہیں کیے جا سکتے کہ بھئی وہ برے ہیں یا وہ اچھے ہیں, مطلب ہے, لیکن اس کی حد رکھی جا سکتی ہے تعلقات کی. کسی سے سلام دعا, کسی کو آپ گھر بلائیں گے, کسی کو صرف گلی میں مل لیا, کسی کو کام پہ ملتے ہیں, تو وہ اپنا اپنا بندہ رکھ سکتا ہے تعلق جو ہے. لیکن بالکل قطع تعلقی کر دینا, یہ ان لوگوں کو, نبی علیہ السلام کے ساتھ کتنے سال یہودی رہے اور دوسرے لوگ رہے, آپ نے کبھی ان کو نہیں کہا تم ضرور مسلمان ہو, ورنہ میں آپ کی جو اپنا جنہوں نے آپ کو پالا بھی اور رکھا بھی, سیدہ حلیمہ سعدیہ رضی اللہ تعالیٰ عنہ, ان کی جو بیٹیاں تھیں, ان کے جو بھائی نبی علیہ السلام ہی کے بھائی تھے, وہ 40 سال 50 سال بعد جا کے فتح مکہ کے دن وہ مسلمان ہوئے. پہلے کبھی وہ, حالانکہ آپ علیہ السلام ان کے ساتھ رہے یا کبھی موقع, لیکن وہ نہیں, وہ ان کو ایک موقع آیا کئی سالوں بعد آپ علیہ السلام نے ان کو پھر دعوت دی تو وہ ہوئے. لیکن کیونکہ ان کے سامنے حضور علیہ السلام کے اخلاق, آپ علیہ السلام کی تربیت, آپ کا ان کو بکریاں دینا, وہ صرف ان کی نسبت سے جنگی قیدیوں کو آزاد کر دینا, یہ ساری چیزیں تھیں. چاہے وہ مسلمان ہوئے تھے, ان کی ساری فیملی या नहीं, लेकिन तो ये एक बंदे और रब का मामला होता है। जैसे मैंने कहा कि ईसाई औरत के साथ मुसलमान मर्द रह सकता है, वो ठीक है, वो ईसा अलैहिस्सलाम को जो भी मानेंगी, चर्च जाएगी। तो इस्लाम ने तो ये रखा है कि एक छत के नीचे एक गैर मुस्लिम औरत, एक मर्द भी रह सकते हैं। अभी हमारा मसला ये बना हुआ है कि एक छत के नीचे एक मुसलमान मर्द और एक मुसलमान औरत, उनका रहना भी मुश्किल हो रहा है, फैमिली का रहना मुश्किल हो रहा है। दोनों मुसलमान हैं तो वो नहीं, फिर भी सही नहीं रह रहे। और इस्लाम ये तसव्वुर देता है कि आप मतलब है वो, क्योंकि वो ज़ाती जो अकीदा होता है, मज़हब होता है, वो बंदे का ज़ाती फ़ेल है अल्लाह और उस बंदे के दरमियान। आप सिर्फ अच्छी तरगीब दे सकते हैं, आप उसको मतलब है नफ़रत करना या उसको बुरा भला कहना, मारना पीटना, ये इस तरह जो है नहीं चलता जो है निज़ाम। जज़ाकल्लाह। हो गया है मगरिब का, हाँ बता दिया। फिर मगरिब के बाद ज़िक्र फिर थोड़ा सा 10-15 मिनट करेंगे और फिर इंशाल्लाह दुआ कर देंगे।
Inshallah, vi gør klar til Salatul Maghrib. Den er gået ind. Så som vi startede med at sige, hold lige lidt for øje, at de retningslinjer, vi sagde, hold lidt afstand, lad være med at hilse på hinanden, lad være med at kramme hinanden, og så også hold lidt afstand, når vi er her, lad være med at sidde for mange tæt sammen. Så inshallah, så vi overholder de retningslinjer, der er. Så dem, der ikke har wudu, kan hurtigt nå at lave wudu. Ellers så begynder vi at gøre klar og lave adhan nu, inshallah. Sakallah. Bare tage, er der speaker på det? Fordi, kan man godt bruge højtaler? Mikrofon.
Ja. Hvor meget foran vil du have?
Kender du den her?
Hvad?
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا